In the late 1990s, when Volkswagen was known mostly for the Golf, Passat, and Polo, one man dreamed of changing the brand forever. Ferdinand Piëch wasn't just the CEO, he was an engineer, a perfectionist, a man who refused to hear the word impossible, and so he gave his team a challenge that left even his most experienced developers speechless. This car, he said, must maintain 22 degrees Celsius inside at a constant 300 kilometers per hour. It must be so quiet, so stable, so refined, that even Bentley and Mercedes should feel outdated in comparison. That was the moment a new project was born. A project with a name that already carried myth and warning: Phaeton. In Greek mythology, Phaeton was the son of Helios, who tried to drive the sun chariot and lost control. To Piëch, the name was a promise, a car that could reach the heavens if you knew how to master it. From day one, the Phaeton was never meant to be a normal Volkswagen. To build it, VW constructed a completely new factory in Dresden, a building of glass, wood, and stainless steel. The Glaserne Manufaktur, the glass factory. No assembly line chaos, no metallic hammering. Customers could watch their car being hand-built from a gallery above, as if attending an art exhibition. Because this was not a product, it was supposed to be a masterpiece. Technically, the Phaeton was a masterpiece. Air suspension that erased every bump. A chassis that switched between comfort and sport as if it could read your mind. A 4-zone climate system with dedicated sensors and air channels for every seat. Technology so over-engineered that some people didn't even know it was possible. Under the hood, buyers could choose anything from a refined V6 diesel to a powerful V8 to the majestic 6.0-liter W12, whose 420 horsepower carried the car to a serene 250 kilometers per hour. But perfection had a price that quickly climbed far above 100,000 euros for a car that still wore a VW badge. And this is where the battle began. The Phaeton launched in 2002, right into the heart of a luxury segment dominated by giants. Mercedes had the S-Class, BMW the 7 Series. Audi was rising fast with the aluminum A8. Jaguar, Lexus, even Maserati wanted a share of the spotlight. And Volkswagen? They arrived with a car that, on paper, beat many of them. The air suspension was so smooth that potholes felt like gentle waves. The body rigidity was on a level most competitors couldn't match. The climate system was revolutionary, and the cabin, whisper silent even at 250 kilometers per hour. Testers said they had to open the window just to confirm that wind noise still existed. But none of this mattered. Sales were disastrous. Instead of the 20,000 units per year VW hoped for, some markets sold only a few hundred. In the United States, a country that loves big luxury sedans, the Phaeton looked too much like a Passat from a distance, a fatal first impression. In Europe, the problem was different. Luxury buyers wanted to be seen. The Phaeton, however, slipped under the radar. A stealth limousine. What some customers loved, many never even considered. And inside VW, another problem was brewing. The Phaeton shared its platform with the Audi A8. Same technology, same engineering level. But Audi had something Phaeton didn't: prestige. Dealers had to choose. Show the customer a VW Phaeton or an Audi A8. The choice was obvious, and rarely in favor of the Phaeton. Another issue: weight. The Phaeton was massive. Even the smaller engines pushed it far beyond 2 tons. That made it incredibly quiet and stable, but thirsty, very thirsty. At a time when CO2 concerns were beginning to reach politics, big engines like the W12 or the V10 TDI became difficult to justify. And then, the strangest part: VW never properly marketed the Phaeton. No big campaigns, no luxury image positioning. Many people didn't even know the Phaeton existed. Others thought it was a fancy Passat trim level. The quiet luxury strategy only works if the brand already has a luxury image. Volkswagen didn't. Ironically, the Phaeton shared parts not only with the Audi A8, but with the Bentley Continental GT. Platform, drivetrain components, material quality, The Phaeton was basically a Bentley wearing the wrong logo, a dream for engineers, a nightmare for status buyers. Meanwhile, the costs spiraled. The glass factory was stunning, but expensive. Each Phaeton was built with a level of handcraft that made it nearly impossible to turn a profit. Unofficially, insiders say VW lost money on almost every Phaeton sold. In China, the story was different. There, the VW brand symbolized European prestige. Businessmen and officials used the Phaeton as chauffeured cars. For a while, sales in Asia were better than in Europe. But time marched on. Competitors updated their sedans with lighter materials, better infotainment, and flashier design. The Phaeton aged, quietly, respectfully, but noticeably. VW tried facelifts, new engines, modernized electronics, but the breakthrough never came. In 2016, Volkswagen pulled the plug. Officially, portfolio restructuring. Unofficially, the Phaeton was a masterpiece sold in the wrong packaging. What hurts the most? The second generation was already complete. A more modern, partly electric Phaeton. More daring, more luxurious. But after Dieselgate and the shift to electric mobility, there was no room for another expensive prestige gamble. So what really happened? The Phaeton didn't fail because it was bad. It failed because the market wasn't ready. It was too perfect to ignore, but too contradictory to become a status symbol. A car that proved one thing: engineering alone doesn't sell. The badge on the hood tells its own story. Today, the Phaeton is a hidden gem. Well-kept W12S and late V10TDIS are sought-after collector cars. Not because they're rare like supercars, but because they represent something the car world has largely lost: uncompromising luxury without the marketing noise. The Phaeton is like a grand hotel in a perfect location. Beautifully built, meticulously crafted, but never fully occupied. Owning one today means driving a piece of Volkswagen's corporate history. A reminder that even the biggest dreams can fail because of the smallest details. In this case, 5 letters on the hood. Ferdinand Piëch wanted to prove that Volkswagen could build anything. He proved it. And that, ironically, is exactly why the Phaeton never succeeded.